If you're a film buff like me, or you're of a certain age, you probably have at least heard of this movie. If not, you're probably familiar with its remake, the 1998 smash hit You've Got Mail with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. Released in 1940, the original version stars Jimmy Stewart and Margaret Sullivan. A little bit of spoiler territory here. If you've seen You've Got Mail, the premise is basically the same. Two bitter rivals working in the same industry unwittingly fall in love with each other as pseudonymous pen pals. But the setting is totally different in this movie than You've Got Mail. It's set in Budapest in the period in 1940, or at least around that time. I don't think they actually say the exact year, but somewhere in the past. And Stewart and Sullivan are nemesis clerks working together in the same store. They hate each other's guts. They're always bickering. It's essentially a romantic comedy, but with a hefty dose of dramatic meat, particularly with this infidelity and attempted suicide plot line that centers around the owner of the shop, played by the Wizard of Oz himself, Frank Morgan, great actor. The only criticism I have of the film is Sullivan's character, who is totally unlikable. And this is something the filmmakers corrected with You've Got Mail, because Meg Ryan's character is just fantastic. And I think she's actually more likable than Tom Hanks' character in that movie. But in Shop Around the Corner, it's reversed and taken to an extreme. You love Jimmy Stewart's character, but you hate Margaret Sullivan's character. And at the very end of the movie, Sullivan has a couple of lines that try to explain away why she was acting so terrible throughout the film, and that her real personality is the one that shines through her letters. But I don't really buy it. It seems a little forced, a little shoehorned there in at the end. But that criticism aside, it's got all the heart and all the humor needed for a great Christmas film, and it all concludes satisfactorily on Christmas Eve. It's a solid 9 out of 10 movie for me. It's geared more toward adults, but since it is a 1940s picture, the adult themes are handled delicately. There's nothing graphic in the movie, and the infidelity suicide plot line might prompt some questions from the kids. So if you're a parent, you might want to check it out first before you let the youngsters watch it. But if you love classic Christmas movies and you haven't seen this one, definitely give it a watch. Hope you enjoyed that clip. If you did, consider supporting us on Patreon. Subscribe to YouTube if you hadn't already, and we'll see you soon.